everybody. I'm Lindsay Lane with Alfaparf Milano, and we are here in New York City at a modern salon photo shoot. You'll see that coming up soon, so watch for us. Make sure you go over and follow Alfaparf USA. And I am here on set with this beautiful woman and friend and colleague of mine, Michele Flores. And we want to talk to you guys today about toners. So you can find Michele at Michele Flores with one L, not two, on Facebook. And I am at Lindsay Lane Locks on Instagram. So make sure you go over and follow us at Alfaparf USA. So Michele, let's talk about toners.
Let's talk about them, Lindsay. I think the biggest misconception for people is they don't know what toner they should use after they have highlighted hair previously. And most hairdressers, what they get caught up in is, what should I use? They're good with the bleaching aspect of it, but when it comes to toners, that's where they get a little bit stuck. So today I'd like to talk to you about the pros and cons and the differences between toning with a permanent color and toning with a demi-permanent color.
Such a great subject.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you know what? There is no perfect choice.
No.
But there are choices, and choices are always very, very good.
And we want to know why, right? We want to know why we're using one versus the other. Like, what is the actual reason, not just how?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of the pros and cons. Let's start with the permanent color. Our permanent color is our evolution of the color. I took one of our swatches. You could see here our pretty swatch of blonde, a level 10. And I decided to use Evolution of Color 10.31, which is a gold ash. And here were my final results with my permanent color.
Yes.
Now, here's the difference. Most people don't know this, but when you're highlighting with your bleaches, after the hair is bleached, it has a negative electrostatic charge. That's not something that's bad, it's just something that it is, right? But when you're talking about permanent color also has a negative electrostatic charge. So what happens when negative and negative meet? They repel against one another, correct? So you're going to have a good result in the beginning, but you might not have the longevity that you're looking for. But here's the positive of using permanent color. If you didn't get just enough cleaning power out of your lightning, then you have the power where it goes into the cuticle layer, past the cuticle, into the cortex, and now it's cleaning out some of that melanin residue left over. So that's a good positive of when you're talking about using a permanent color to tone with. Now let's go to our demi-permanent
Let's talk about colorware.
Right, colorware, one of my favorites as well. We love our colorware. And I use the same. I use the 1031 in our colorware. Most people think because it's the same color, you're going to get the same after effect, and that's not true.
Yes, this is so true.
So here's our after effect with our colorware. I'm going to show you the difference between our permanent 1031 and our demi-permanent 1031. You could see that our permanent color is slightly darker because a permanent color has a bit of a heavier dye load.
Yes.
Now here's some of the advantages of using a demi-permanent color. As we spoke before about a negative electrostatic charge on previously lightened hair. Well, your demi-permanent color has a positive electrostatic charge. So when positive and negative come together, they like each other. There's an electrostatic charge and they want to come together. They don't want to part.
Oh, so incredible.
So,
I love these bits of information. I definitely, my life was changed about when I took Master Colorist 1. Totally changed my color career. And this beautiful lady teaches for Alfaparf Milano. And tell us a little bit about how we can learn more in our industry if we really want to get down into the nitty-gritty of like science and things like that. So tell us about that program that you teach.
So the Master Colorist program is in 3 parts. Each part has a 2-day series. The first part is all the science and chemistry of hair color. The second day, we're going to perfect learning how to bust gray coverage so that you have no more issues with it. And we'll even have live models come in for you to work on. The interesting thing is with Alfaparf Evolution of Color, you can cover gray and use anywhere from 10 to 40 volume. And we're going to prove that to you when you take that class.
I love that class.
Part 2 is our blonding class. So you're going to go through all the theory of blonding, which you had a little taste of that just right now.
That's a baby taste.
Yeah, it's a baby taste. There's a lot. One of my favorite parts is when the students come up to me afterwards and they're like, my brain is on fire, I've learned so much, but they're charged up and they're excited. So that's what we want to give you. We want to give you all the information we can.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power,
Yes,
right.
I agree.
And now your second day is where you're going to be using all different types of toners so that you can see the different effects. And that way you're more confident when you go in and you do your bleach work of what toner you should choose with. And then your third day is color correction, where we give you a mannequin with 4 different parts on her hair, and you have to make it all one color with all the theory you learned the day before.
I remembered that, by the way, and I was like, how in the world am I going to make this whole doll head one color? It's life-changing, seriously.
Yeah, it's a beautiful program, and we highly encourage you to come out. Take one of our classes, take all 3 of our classes actually. Start with Master Colorist 1 and then go to 2 and 3. And you can find us, Lindsay.
Yes, you can find us at Alfaparf USA and speak with your distributor as well, anyone that helps you with your color orders. And thank you so much, Michele, for bringing us this advanced tip that's really going to change things with our clients.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, everyone.
You too.